Mercedes calls its GLA an SUV, but it's actually more of a high-riding hatchback with some soft suspension. GLA is very closely based on Mercedes' excellent A-Class hatchback, although the A-Class is a bit too short of rear room and boot space to make it as a family hatch. The taller and longer GLA wisely offers more of both. The Mercedes-Benz GLA has been on sale since 2014 and is aimed at being an alternative to Audi's Q3, BMW X1, and even has ambitions at rivaling the class-leading Range Rover Evoque. I think the GLA looks great. I mean, it's part SUV, part coupe. I especially like the look of the back end and I like the dash design. Unlike its premium badged rivals, the GLA looks more car-like, less like a shrunken SUV, and as a result has proven a popular choice in its class. Although it looks similar to the A-Class it's based on, a longer rear end means improved boot space. It's up by 140 litres to 481 litres and even more rear legroom. It's available with 4 engines and 2 basic trim levels, SE and AMG line. The one I'm testing here is the more powerful of the diesel options, that's the 177 horsepower 220D AMG line, which combines 4-wheel drive, 135 mph top speed and a claimed overall fuel consumption figure of about 56 mpg. The GLA is a useful addition to the market and continues Mercedes-Benz's quest to offer a car for all conceivable customers, all segments. Inside, well, it's great for 2. The wide opening doors make it simple to get in and out of, and the sports seats offer a huge range of adjustments. If you're anything between 5 feet and 6'4", you'll have no trouble getting comfortable up front, although shorter drivers might find the AMG line's fixed headrests, well, not particularly well positioned. Generally, the driving position is good and the dashboard easy to use, with the sat-nav and infotainment system being accessed by a wheel mounted on the centre console, so there's no tapping away at the touchscreen here. The dash has a good modern look about it, although some of the plastic bits seem a bit cheap here and there, and overall the infotainment system isn't actually the best out there. I like the myriad storage options in the GLA, including 2 under-seat drawers, cubbies in the centre console and large door pockets. Sadly, the rear is cramped to the point of being near unusable if you have someone who's over 6 foot tall in the front. And unlike all of its crossover rivals, Headroom is a little bit tight in the back. The optional panoramic roof, which is fitted here on this car, makes it feel a little bit less claustrophobic, particularly in the back. Although the GLA is far from class leading in terms of engine refinement, it has to be said, especially at idle, when it's a little bit clattery. Once you're underway, well, it's well insulated. When combined with impressive and slick shifting 7-speed auto gearbox, the GLA is a quick and relaxing drive. Okay, throttle response is a bit lazy, so until you tune into the need to mash the accelerator to access its performance, it'll just feel slow, but really it isn't. The GLA's strong point is its ride quality. It's smooth, pretty impressive, and that's down to the 50mm hike in ride height, as well as the chunkier tyres fitted to this car. But keen drivers may feel a little bit short-changed. The steering is relatively accurate, but it lacks feel. Its speed-sensitive power assistance isn't always consistent, and it sometimes wakes up when you're not expecting it. The relaxing overall feel is one payoff for choosing the automatic version. Another is its long, striding, tall gearing. At 70 mph on the motorway, it's ticking over at just 2000 RPM. And the equipment, well, the options are pricey, but equipment is plentiful. So what's the verdict? Well, the range-topping GLA is in a niche. It's a product that could be brilliant, assuming it fits your lifestyle. If you're, how do you say, an empty nester with a semi-rural lifestyle who needs the occasional benefits of 4-wheel drive, then, and if you don't need a huge boot or much in the way of rear legroom, this car will work. If it does fit you, the GLA's rugged looks allied with that cachet of the badge the Mercedes badge makes this a desirable option. There are many facets to this car that make it easy to live with. It also has a very useful towing capacity of 1800 kg. It's comfortable up front with plenty of room. It's quiet and relaxing to drive. It's pretty easy to live with. And while it can do a little bit of off-road stuff, don't be fooled into thinking that this is an SUV. For most buyers, I have to say the GLA will have limited appeal, and it's costly. So it's a car of contrasts. You'll either love it or simply won't get it. So, should you buy one? Well, I think it's a car that's been slightly compromised, and I would check out some alternatives from BMW, Audi and Land Rover before you make your decision.